it's Dominique, and in this video I'm just making cinnamon sugar pull-apart bread. I can post the link down below for you to the blog that I found it on. It's not my recipe at all, so right now it's just rising a little bit. And I couldn't find a dry and clean dish towel. They're all in the wash, so I used a pillowcase. Anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. It's in Finnish, but what this is, oh, it's also in English. It's a reusable baking paper, and it doesn't stick at all. The first time I made this bread a few weeks ago, I had used parchment paper to roll out the dough, and it stuck quite a bit. But this stuff, it's reusable, it's shiny, it's smooth, it's brown, and it's very environmentally friendly because you can reuse this up to 260 degrees, and it's called Oppa Non-Stick Permanent Baking Paper. So up to 260 degrees Celsius you can bake it, and it's already pre-cut to fit your mat. Just don't use anything sharp on it. And as well, in this video I thought I'd show you how to grease your baking dish. What I do is I just cut a little piece of butter or two, and then the gross part, using your hands. And all you want to do is just take the butter, and the warmth of your hands will melt it, and just smooth the butter out along not just the bottom of your cupcake tin or loaf pan or whatever you're going to use to bake, but all around. And the reason why you're doing this is to prevent your dough or batter from sticking to the sides, so it'll be easier to pop out your loaf of bread or your cupcakes or your cake if it's already greased. You can use margarine. I just happen to be using butter since I had to melt some on the stove anyway. Some people use lard or shortening or spray, I guess. So just really spread it out evenly, especially with this recipe. You really want to cover all parts of your pan, because what will happen with this dough is I'll roll it out and then cut it in slices and stack them up kind of like books and fill it in here, so it'll be touching everywhere once it's fully risen. Okay, so you can discard the little extra piece if there is any, or you can just keep working it until it's melted. So sometimes you just have to grease your pan, and sometimes you also have to grease and lightly flour it. So what I'll do is just take about a tablespoon of flour or so, and then just lightly sprinkle it in. Oh. There we go. And then just get the flour to stick along the sides. So this gives your cake or your loaf extra protection so it doesn't burn or stick, because butter tends to burn quite quickly when it's baking. But follow what your recipe says, so you may not have to flour a pan, but it's not hard. But this will help make it even easier to pop out your loaf of bread once it's cooled off after baking. Okay, and that is it, and I strongly recommend trying this recipe. if you get the chance. It is time consuming, but it's so delicious, and it's a real crowd pleaser at a potluck or a baby shower, wherever you're bringing it. I'm bringing it to a friend who just had a baby, so I'm sure they'll really enjoy it. Alright, thank you for watching. Have a great day.